Hey guys, this is the second video in a comparison between the PD32 XPG2 series and the PD35. This video is going to be in an open field, and one thing I noticed with a number of videos I see out there is a lot of times people don't really mark distances or tell you what the distances are. So I want to at least give some sort of depth of field view with the numbers of the range, so you'll know how good the throw is between the two lights. And I chose the PD32 XPG2 series because of the fact that it does have a definite hot spot, and it is, personally, I think it's better than the 32 UE that came out after it. The UE, of course, has very good flood capability, but I notice it tends to lack in depth. And with the PD35, you're kind of getting a balance of both. That's why I think it's a very popular light. You get much more depth or throw to it, but at the same time, you still have some flood capability. And obviously, the lumens are much higher. I think 740 for the UE. The light that I'm comparing it to tonight, the PD32, is 340 lumens. Alright, let me show you the distances and what we're going to be looking at here. Alright, this is the PD32, and just off to the left on your screen is a tree, and that's about 20 feet. Also, the next tree right here, that's about 160. And to the right of that is 200. The larger tree here is about 225. And the target is this garbage can. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's kind of dark. The can is. That right there is about 270 feet. And just past it is 300 feet. And I'm staying with that range because I think the most effective light for these types of flashlights, or torches if you will, is probably about half the distance than what you see advertised. If you really want to see what you want to shine or light something up, probably half that distance will be effective light. But as you can see, the spill is pretty good for the 32. I can clearly see the can down there. It does not quite cover the treetops completely, but it's a fairly decent size as far as coverage or spill. Alright, let me switch to the 35. And again, everything else is the same, the distances and what have you, but when you look at the PD35, the spill is definitely greater, and the intensity, I think you can notice it especially on the trees here, this one and this one. But even this one in the background, it's quite clear. I mean, there's no mistaking as far as detail, what have you. I can see it very clearly. And the can as well, I can see it probably just a tad better than the 32. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I just want to also add a couple points. I purchased these lights at Fenix Outfitters, and I will say that the guys there, the guys and gals, they're really, really great people. I don't work for them, but their customer service has been great. The delivery times have been great as well. They're very accommodating. So you might want to check them out. The other thing too, I noticed in some of the forums that some people were asking about the diffusers. I can clear that up now. The diffuser that was made, the newest one, I think it's the AOD-SOR, is for the PD32. That one will fit the PD35. It's a little bit more of a snug fit because the 35 is a tad wider. However, even after you apply some pressure, that diffuser will not pop off. It's pretty firmly placed on there once you apply the pressure. The older diffusers, and I think those are the AOD-SOR and the SOW, they will not fit the PD35. They're pretty much exclusively designed for the PD32, and I think some of the L and E series as well. So just so you know, if you want to get a diffuser, which I highly recommend, they are very useful, the newest one that came out. This light, like the other lights, you cannot tail stand. But with this diffuser, the nice thing is you can invert it and stand it that way if you have the diffuser on it. In addition, the battery source, some people like to just use the CR123s, the disposables. I would recommend, especially for cost effectiveness, that you get a recharger as well as a set of batteries. The recharger with those 18650s, they will go the distance, and you definitely save a lot of money in the long run, especially if you use the lights. And I think they tend to have a little bit more stain power. They'll keep the light bright for a longer period of time. I'm using the 3400 milliamp hour Orbitronic batteries, and I love them. The ones that you probably will get from Fenix, or most of the specs that you see, are the 2600 milliamp hour series batteries, which are very good. I mean, those are the standards. The 3400s came out not too long ago. Okay folks, I hope that you enjoyed this demonstration. Feel free to place any comments or questions that you have, and hopefully this will make your decision on the PD35, whether or not you want to buy it, a lot more clearer. Alright, thank you.